So hi you guys, Carrie here from Marabou. Thank you so much for supporting us through our launch week. We are super excited. So first I'm going to give you a little business update and then we'll talk about our discussion that we had on Facebook this week. So we have started our official marketing campaign. So for the next 14 weeks we'll be all over social media, sharing content and different posts that we have planned for the last few months. So please follow us, like, share, subscribe, engage in any way you can. It all counts and we all love it. And we've also been updating our website, so now our service reads more like a registry. Discussion time! So we had a discussion this week and we asked people, moms in particular, to answer this question and to tell us their stories. So our prompt was that postpartum begins with birth. What was your birth experience like, and how do you think your experiences affected your postpartum recovery? We had a lot of good responses, more than we thought actually. And so people were real and it was really, really great. There were some things that came out and we really liked it. So to start, I thought I'd answer the question myself. I didn't actually comment, and so I wanted to share my story. Luckily, our births were very simple, all three of them. Unmedicated, no intervention. I had a lot of freedom, which I appreciated, and birth went really well. So that's why I was shocked to find postpartum was really difficult. I expected to be on my feet and, still slow, but on my feet 2 weeks later or so, but it took a few months for me to recover. And my support was a little different because my husband had to deploy 3 weeks after my son was born. So I was overseas without family, and that was really hard. I think that's what delayed my postpartum recovery so much. So I want to thank all of you who were involved in our discussion. The stories were awesome and so insightful, and we were just really honored that you guys would share such tender information with us. So thank you for everyone who participated. One of the things that was kind of clear was the difference between first-time birth, first-time postpartum, and otherwise, second, third, fourth-time moms. A lot of people think first-time moms need a lot of postpartum recovery and support. That is true, but it doesn't necessarily get easier with subsequent births. So I think the first time it's hard because your body's not used to it. It's your first time and your expectations are, maybe not what they should be, and you don't realize the rest that you need, and your body is kind of shaken. But your second and third time, your body's more used to it and recovers maybe a little quicker, but also you have more on your plate. You have another kid, however old they are, maybe more household chores. You're older. I think age makes a difference. I found in my body, my daughter was born at 29, and it was harder, even though it was only 29. The older you are, the little more difficult it gets, I think. Another thing that came up in our discussion was birth trauma. So sometimes the interventions that are used can be traumatizing to a mother, and that can lead to postpartum depression or other difficulties postpartum, and of course physical healing, but also emotional and spiritual mental side effects. I guess I was reminded in this discussion that birth trauma is not the end-all be-all and that women are strong, but that birth trauma needs to be processed. I also had a military friend of mine chime in who has 3 kids, and it was really interesting to hear her compare her different labors and her postpartum experiences. So she, like I said, she has 3 babies, and the first labor was really difficult, so the postpartum was difficult, and she was far from family. And then she said the second 2 labors were both very simple, easy, peaceful, anything you would hope for, but the postpartums were different because the second baby, I guess, she was close to family and had a lot of support. But the third time, her third baby, easy labor, but they had moved away from their family again, and so she didn't have as much support, and it was difficult. I love what she said here. For me, the postpartum period is also heavily affected by where we are and what kind of people I have around me or don't have around me. So the people that are there to support her make a huge difference in how long it takes her to recover. I also had another friend say something really powerful that I'd like to share. She had support people there for her labor, and it wasn't what she hoped for, but she turned it for the good and it helped her adjust her expectations. So she said, the struggles of their birth prepared me for a postpartum. I realized in their birth that I couldn't have everything perfect, but I wouldn't need perfect as long as I had support and love. So life is never perfect, but support makes a difference, and having people around you that you love makes a difference. And then one final thing came up that I want to share as hopefully an encouragement to moms out there. I had one mom say, that birth didn't go as she had planned it, but that she has no regrets. And I think often we have expectations for birth, which is good. We have a plan. And if it doesn't go according to plan, it's devastating. Whether it was mostly positive, mostly negative, maybe it was a little bit in between. It's important that after we give birth, that we have people to share these experiences with. Whether it's a celebration, this went so awesome and it was really great and I felt the power of my body, or it was like not how I wanted and my expectations were just thrown out the window. And I think it's important that we process our births however they went, especially if they're traumatizing. Thank you for joining us in this journey, and I am now going to choose a giveaway winner. I've been really looking forward to this. Names in a bowl, and I'm really excited that it's more than one name in a bowl. So here we are. Time for our giveaway. All right, so here it is. Crystal Woodward, woo! You're our winner! She's also the first one to comment, so that's pretty great. So we will PM you, girl, and we'll, I think I have your address already, but we will get your giveaway in the mail, and thank you for joining in, everybody. We love you guys so much, and we're so thankful for all this support, so love you guys. Sorry.